It was a warm afternoon when Officer Daniels, known around the department for his arrogance and questionable behavior, pulled over a sleek black car on the highway. He strutted up to the driver's side window, already smirking as if he had caught someone he could intimidate. Behind the wheel sat a calm and confident black woman in professional attire. Her presence radiated authority, but Daniels didn't notice. He was too busy letting his prejudice guide him. "License and registration," he barked, tapping his flashlight against the glass. The woman, unfazed, handed him her documents with poise. Daniels glanced at them, but instead of returning them, he sneered. "Driving a car like this? You don't look like someone who can afford it. Why don't you tell me what you really do?" The woman raised an eyebrow, her lips curling into the faintest smile. "Why don't you guess?" she replied coolly. Daniels leaned closer, his tone dripping with arrogance. "I know your type. Probably some secretary who thinks she's important. But let me remind you, you answer to me on this road." Unmoved, she simply asked, "And you think abusing your badge makes you important?" This question irritated Daniels, but before he could lash out, another squad car pulled up. A younger officer approached, stopping in his tracks as he caught sight of the driver. His face instantly turned pale. "Chief Johnson," he stammered. Daniels blinked. "Chief, what?" The younger officer quickly saluted. "Ma'am, I didn't realize it was you. My apologies." Daniels frowned, confusion turning to shock. "Wait, Chief Johnson." The woman slowly stepped out of her car, standing tall and commanding. "That's right. Chief Angela Johnson, head of internal affairs for this entire state. And you, Officer Daniels, have just made a very big mistake." The color drained from his face as the reality sank in. His arrogance collapsed into panic. The younger officer tried to whisper a warning. "She's the one who investigates officers like you." Chief Johnson crossed her arms. "Officer Daniels, I've received multiple complaints about your conduct. Now I see firsthand exactly why. Pulling people over for no reason, making racially charged remarks, abusing your authority, you've just confirmed every report on my desk." Daniels stuttered, trying to backtrack. "And no, ma'am, it's a misunderstanding. I was just doing my job." She cut him off firmly. "Your job is to protect and serve, not to harass and demean. You wear that badge as a privilege, not a weapon. And after today, you won't be wearing it much longer." The younger officer stood silently, his respect for Chief Johnson growing by the second. She turned to him and said, "Escort Officer Daniels back to the precinct. He'll be answering to internal affairs by morning." Daniels' knees nearly buckled as he realized the power dynamic had flipped. The very woman he tried to belittle was the one with the authority to end his career. Chief Johnson returned to her car, sliding behind the wheel with calm dignity. As she drove off, the younger officer shook his head at Daniels, muttering, "You really picked the wrong person to mess with today." Daniels stood on the side of the road, stripped of his arrogance, knowing his career was finished. Chief Johnson's quiet strength had spoken louder than any badge ever could. And from that day forward, every officer in the department knew one thing clearly: respect wasn't optional, especially when the head of internal affairs was watching.